videos, but their platform is I feel many times when I see American websites, American websites are made for the least common denominator of the population, right? And so they try to reach everybody. They do the simplest things, and they're great at simplicity, but sometimes I miss doing something else. And in vpod, you can do many more things, but I let Ivan and Rodrigo talk about them.
Okay. Thank you, Martin. About 2 years ago, I was in Cannes at the Cannes Film Festival with another company that Yvonne and I and a third person had co-founded. And we were trying to cover from the inside what was happening at the Cannes Film Festival. So we had 10 bloggers. We were trying to publish video, publish text, and publish pictures. And publishing text was very easy. We had a 3G card and we had Wi-Fi. Publishing pictures was very easy. We had Flickr back then. And publish videos was impossible. This is May 2005. So the site was still online. You could go and check, and you say, well, you have to right-click, download the movie to actually watch the movie. And then it was just taking forever because now I know my mobile camera was taking MPEG-2 format. I didn't know what that was at the time, but the files were huge. So I had to compress them, and I discovered a thing called DivX. So I would write in the post, this is the video of last night's party. You've got to go into the site, download the decoder, and watch the video. And it was hell. So when we came back, in the next few months, we started looking on the internet with Yvonne, what was happening. And then we found that Rocket Boom was happening in New York, that Mobuzz TV was happening in Spain, that Zolo TV was happening in Holland, that Steve Garfield in Boston was doing video, that Eric Rice was doing video in California. And I said, how do they do it? How do they do it? And because I was a strategy consultant before, I started looking at the numbers. And I said, wow, this is crazy. About 500 million phones will have video capabilities, so anyone will be able to capture video anywhere they go. How do you take that video out on the mobile phone? This is a time before the iPod video. This is a time before all those portable media devices. And we looked at it and said, wow, so we're all having DV cameras, we're all having mobile phones, we're all having webcams. Everyone will be able to produce content. And about that time, a good friend of ours, David Sifri from Technorati, started producing reports of the state of the blogosphere. And he was saying, you know, there's about a blog created every second. I started talking to people that manage pictures at Photoways, and said, we get about 500,000 pictures every day. So I said, wow, the devices are coming, the usage is coming, and then we looked at the pipes. Broadband was coming, mobile broadband was coming, and said, wow, these are 3 fantastic trends for the future. So let's go and start a company, and let's make it easy for everyone, not only for Anil, but for everyone to publish video. And the previous company we were having with Yvonne was a company that did video on demand. So this company was called Video Publishing on Demand, and that's what vpod stands for. So what we do today, we're a full one-stop shopping platform for publishing video. We capture anything. We believe that you have a device, whatever device, that captures video. We'll process that video, and we'll put it on any screen that you're using at that moment. That screen may be your mobile phone, maybe your TV in your living room, maybe your computer. You know that now prime time is from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 p.m., right? Any portable media player, and we manage everything in between. So we do all the transcoding, the hosting, the broadcasting. We're just bringing out now a new version that allows you to create your own TV. So you mix your own content with someone else's content, with professional content. You mix that and share it with your friends. It's interactive, it's personalizable, and we'll be monetizing it at the end of the summer. No, we're selling it. We're selling it. If you want it, you can actually buy it. But when I say monetize it, we'll be adding ads inside with the technology. It'll be ready by the end of August. So actually we'll be doing revenue share with that. Now, Yvonne, want to say a word on the technology? He runs our whole team.
Yeah, basically the idea of so professional content like Mobuzz TV or things like that is basically what we had in mind is to make it simple, so everybody can make it, whether it's amateur, whether it's semi-professional, or whether it's a brand, or whether it's somebody who wants to launch their own YouTube platform. So basically the technologies allow us to reduce the cost of making your own TV. So it's available for anybody who got the talents to do so. That's about it. And in technology side, there's basically the facility of doing your own TV on mobile TV. So your personal mobile TV, not only for doing a show, but also personal video that you can share with your friends, sending by SMS, by email. And regarding the web TV, so it's a full screen interface. It's like a TV. or you can also connect it to your IPTV with your setup box, and then you can see it relax on your sofa. And basically that's also another way of consuming television 2.0.
One final word. The company was incorporated on May 15th, 2006. So if you count well, we're turning 1 year old on Tuesday. Now, if I were you, I would connect to our site around 6 o'clock and 1 minute on Monday.
Or maybe a bit later.
Maybe 6:02. And you'll have a new site, you'll have a new corporate site, you'll have a new player, you'll have uploaders, you'll have mobile parts, and a couple of things such as playlists coming up to celebrate all of us together our 1 year at vpod TV. Thank you.
Question later, right?
No, before you go, somebody has a question on this. Please, yes.
My feeling is like a lot, because we started talking about this, saying that there was no platform to publish your videos. And my feeling is like all the platforms that appeared, the enabler was that Micromedia launched the Flash plugin, and then they resolved all the problems that publishing video had. Like you were talking about codecs, they released the Sorenson and they did the Flash Media Player. Then you just bought the Flash Media Player, and it was really easy to start doing a video publishing system. And well, my question is like, don't you think this is like your success is really attached to this event? I mean, to Flash being the universal video player on the, because for me the YouTube guys, Flash released this nice plugin that allowed everyone to see videos, and then it was just a matter of time who would be the first to take it and make a Web 2.0 startup around it. And my question is just, I mean, from the point of view of the technology, really, Flash did add most of the value for me as well.
There are a number of elements to your answer. The first is that Flash is only one of the formats. Flash is only one of the formats we use. That's the one we use for the internet, and then actually there are several types of Flash you can use, H.263 or H.264. Depending if it's full screen or not full screen, different bit rates. That's only for the web. We also support IPTV, so on set-top boxes, on game consoles, on specific devices that connect through Wi-Fi to your TV, for instance. That's a different format. Downloadable formats for your mobile phone, it's a different format. Streaming to your mobile phone, it's another format. So Flash is not the only value that we manage. Now, in terms of technology, there are different constraints you need to manage. Now, the files are big. If you want to start doing online editing that we actually do, how do you mix a file from 3GP with a file from MPEG-4, with a file from DivX and a file from Windows Media? You don't care of all this formats. You just want to do it, right, very easily. Now, if some of us have done podcasts, such as Loic, it's a pain when you start a podcast. You always put your title, and their number, and then your logo, then the credentials. Well, coming up, as far as I know, this summer, you'll actually be able to create your own templates, and your podcast will be automatically edited. So just send it, and it's published to all the platforms with your logo, with your little song, with your credentials, etc. automatically. So we solve a lot of the technology problems of managing and publishing video. The second thing we do is we help you create an audience. Because there's about 200,000 videos created every single day on the internet. So who watches you? Right? So some of the work we're doing is we're indexing you right on the right search engines. We're putting the right content onto, for instance, Blinks. We'll be putting it, announced actually next Tuesday, on Technorati. Stuff like that. We produce for, where's Tariq? Tariq is here. You'll see as of Monday, 6:01, that you can press a little plus button. Actually, you have a widget that comes out from vpod directly into NetVibes. So we help create the audience as well. And the third part is the monetization part.
It takes us 1 year to do the deal, basically.
Have you created some kind of filter in order to check the content with copyright?
Now, that's a very complicated question about moderation. You have to think about video in two ways. The video that you see is a succession of pictures, and there's a number of technologies you can use to manage that. Pattern recognition, OCR, if there are subtitles in that, patterns. And then there is audio. And then in audio, there are a couple of ways of doing it. So you can actually recognize the signature of an existing audio, or you can transcribe into text. What we're building is a number of tools to help moderate. It will never be automatically 100% easily done by a computer. But some of the people do that, and look that up, LTU Technologies, Audible Magic, etc. Yeah, we handle that as well.
But basically, for giving you an estimation, it's one person can control 1,000 shows basically a day with these type of tools.
Very good. So thank you very much.